Roger Plante, 81 years old. I've been a La Salette 62 years, and I've been a priest 56. So I've done different things, some more interesting than others. When you speak of hobbies, well, a few years ago when I was still in New Hampshire, skiing, bicycling were really big items on my agenda. But since age caught up with me, and since I'm living in Georgia, different things. I do a certain amount of reading. Right now I'm finishing a book entitled Everything Belongs by Rohr. I'm really reading that in preparation for a workshop that I'm giving at the end of March. Well, not at the end, at the beginning, March 4th. I think my hobby is really people, because at one time I was headmaster of a school in New Hampshire. And when we closed that school in 1974, first thing I did was start a food co-op. Food because it was involved with friends organizing for ongoing development. So it was for low-income people and also elderly who had limited incomes that we could help through a variety of programs. And from that, I went to parish work, I went to shrine work, and then finally, especially parish missions. And then that gave me an opportunity in the summer times when there was no room for, or no need for parish missions, because parishes are involved with a much smaller congregation. People are on vacation because kids are out of school. What I was doing then was going to France as a chaplain. I got involved with a group called Christian Foundation for Children and Aging. They're involved in 20+ countries working with low-income people. And from there, the group became Unbound, just a change in names. And that really has given me my big hobby for these last few years. Myself and one of the parishioners, Steve Flame, we started a sister project in El Salvador, where this parish, in a sense, is twinning with a group, Santa Ana, in El Salvador. And we help them with a variety of things through sponsorship. Sponsorship, you can think of it as adoption at a distance. So you help the individual in a variety of ways. But then we have what we call donor gifts. People can participate in this sister project through gifts. That could be a house. For example, in the last 3 years, we just started our 3rd year in this project. I think we've built in El Salvador or Santa Ana close to 60 different houses, helping 60 families. And then you have composting latrines, you have ecological stoves. What really attracted me to the La Salettes were some of the La Salettes that I met. I was impressed with those people. They were really concerned with the people with whom they were working. And I think they fit into Pope Francis's description of a good priest, a good minister, a good religious. It's one who smells like the sheep. In other words, he's close to the sheep. Or Jesus would say it differently, but it comes out to the same thing. He said, I didn't come to serve, I didn't come to be served, but to serve. And the La Salettes I met were really generous in their commitments to other people, and I was impressed by that. I was attracted by that. And it's only later on, after I had been with the La Salettes, that the message of Our Lady on the mountain to those children really started to attract me. She says, come closer, my children, be not afraid. I'm here to give you some good news. And the good news that she came to bring us was really a recap, in summary, of what Jesus came to bring us and teach us throughout his entire ministry here on earth. And that's what really attracted me. The people themselves, the work they were doing, and how they were engaged and close with the people. And I think the Sister Project is a good example of that. An opportunity to do for those who are in need, and in a way that features the need rather than some outside design of one kind or another for that project. I would say that if you are really down deep somehow looking for a group that will permit you, support you, and affirm you in doing something that you feel is really necessary to respond to today's needs, the La Salettes are a good community to join. We have some stable projects or ministries, for example, parish ministry, where a number of people work. But then we have individuals, one individual who is a lawyer background, working with immigrants, many of them illegal. He's helping them through the system so that they will be able to become citizens of this country. You have other people working in other ministries, some working in a music ministry. So there is room not only to work with other missionaries in a big provincial project, but there's that possibility for working in an area where you feel gifted, where you feel called, where you feel attracted, working with people and their needs. That, I think, is a big asset. You don't need to fit into a tight mold. For example, some communities would be focused especially on education and teaching at the high school level, college level, or what have you. Most people, 99% who join that community, would be teachers, educators. La Salettes are not quite that. You know, if you have a personal initiative or area in which you would like to exercise that charism of reconciliation with people, you feel called to that, that would be encouraged, supported, affirmed, facilitated, if you wish.
For somebody your age, you know, you are doing a lot, you know.
You're not very nice. What do you mean, my age? 81? I'm just starting a new career. And I've been invigorated by this parish and by this pastor. You're welcome. You know what feels real good about this? It's behind me.